Members of the network. Members of the network, can you hear me at the back? Oh, excuse me. Well, let's do some more chanting. There is another way!
There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way!
Can you fucking hear me now? Members of the network, welcome and thank you for your tireless efforts at uncovering the corruption that lies in the heart of our new regime. My name is Patrick Khan, and I've had a terrible few years. My mind has been controlled and corrupted by the powers that be. People that I trusted. But the network has shown me a bigger, better future that works for all of us. Mr. Bigger, Aurora Venture Stone. Don't think you're all too distracted, too exhausted to fight for a better future, one that works for all of us. But the network is growing. The Lionsgate portal showed us a doomed future, but there is another way.
There is another way! Wait! There is another way! There is another way! There is another way!
But we have to work together. Please, allow me to introduce members of the Network HQ.
Citizens, we are here to reveal the corruption we've exposed this weekend. In Metropolis, the collector you've seen on your screens is a deep fake! Generated by Aurora Venture Stone and Better Corp Media.
In Let's-Be Avenue, we discovered that Mr. Bigger is in fact a loan sent by the disgraced corporation Bang High Industries. An attempt to take over Boomtown once more.
In Copperwood, we found that the real collector had been kidnapped, unjustly imprisoned by Edna Von Mandos in order to take control at the behest of Mr. Bigger.
In Area 404, some of you bravely entered the Guardian boot camp, exposing the exploitation and propaganda which would make Mr. Bigger the king of Boomtown.
In Old Town, we discovered that the Lionsgate portal is not a vision of some far-off dimension, but is in fact this very place just a few years from now.
And finally, in Botanica, we found that it was our Iona, our own connection to the Earth, that established the Lionsgate portal in order to show us the cataclysmic future we would find ourselves in if we allow the Guardians and Mr. Bigger to continue their plan to take over Boomtown completely.
Citizens, I know the situation seems bleak, but we have connected. We have given each other hope. Remember, there is another way. There is another way.
There is another way! There is another way!
There is
Another way!
news from Old Town, our very own Rufus the Red!
Hello everyone. My name is Rufus the Red of Old Town. Now listen, right? See, we used to get along all right with 404, yeah. But then under the rule of the Guardians and Mr. Bigger, we got displaced and forced up off of our legs and up the hill. And then that massive big portal thing just burst out of the ground. And in it I saw myself, yeah, an Old Town in a doomed future. It was not fun at all, no. So we all said, sod that and sod Boomtown. And we decided to create the new independent People's Republic of Old Townia. It was really good, right? So I got to the serious business of trying to figure out how you actually make a new republic, right? And whilst I was doing that, yeah, we had the network in Old Town going around telling us that we were all connected. And it was then when I had an epiphany. See, I realised in Old Town we are all different, right? Right? We got the pie rats, yeah? Yeah. And we got the pomegranates. Yeah. And we got the La Luna Coven. Yeah. And we got the Fool's Leap Clowns. And this one's the Postal Posse. and even those bum-obsessed weirdos down at DeGraff's, right? And also my personal favourite, Disorder! So if us lot of miscreants, right, can all get along in Old Town, then surely Old Town can get along with Boomtown. So I'm here to tell you all that Old Town has decided to rejoin with Boomtown to help make it fun for all. There is no other way. There is another way.
There is another way.
Thank you, Rufus! Now please, I have the distinct honour of introducing someone who's already worked so fucking hard to uncover the corruption at the soul of Boomtown's leadership. Please, without any further ado, it's Ella!
Thank you, Patrick.
I haven't been there at night yet, so I would like to
Citizens.
know where we are. Yeah.
Since the election, we have seen terrible things. But we will not stand here and blame the Guardians for what's happened.
Guys, Ellen has been through so much, but she's got a message of positivity for us all. She's been through so much, guys, but we've all been with her from the very start, haven't we? She's been from the beginning showing us that the network is the real future for all of us, hasn't she? And she wants the Guardians to know that there will be forgiveness in our heart. If they decide to come back to the good side, they will be welcome to join us in Boomtown's bright new future. Boomtown, we are more connected than any generation before us. We have more information than any generation before us. We have more collective power than any generation before us. What if this is the moment when we start again? When we build a new system from the ground up. One that has a world which contains the things we actually want. Creativity, begun work on a Boomtown Citizens Assembly. A brand new form of governing, collective governing, which will create a bright new future for all of us. We can't wait to invite each and every one of you to get involved. Finally, I'm so glad to announce that this new system has the backing of our current leader, someone who has been hidden from us. But now, I'm so happy to introduce the real flesh and blood, real life collector!
I am in debt to each and every one of you. Thanks to your actions, I am now free. And I put my full support behind the newly forming Boomtown Citizens Assembly, the dawning of a new era for Boomtown. My only decree as leader is to hand my power over to the people. But first, we must address the reality that we sit in. Reveal the truth and save Boomtown. Are you with me?
Yes!
Tonight, Mr. Bigger and the Guardians will attempt to take over the Lionsgate portal. We must stop them. Everyone, raise your arms with me now. Grand Central, at the closing of the fair, we will raise our arms together like this. Then I will channel our power over to Lionsgate. When we connect to Iona, to each other, we remember that another way is not only possible, it is already here. Hardwired, seated in each one of us. Remember the true source of your power. Together, we create a better future.
There is another way! There is another way!